Hey guys, welcome to
What the Method!
We're today's hosts, Ruth,
Jessica, and Jane.
Today we're going to share some stories about our English learning experiences. In Taiwan, many people think learning English is very hard. So, Jan, I have a question to you. How do you learn English?
Well, for me, from my learning experiences, when I was a high school student, my English teacher was quite strict on learning the sentence patterns, but he used a unique way to help us understand better. For example, there are a lot of sentences you read in the textbook, and sometimes you will think, why is there so much grammar, blah 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 blah. But my teacher will organize it in a simple way. There are 3 types of words to learn. I love you, I don't love you, do I love you? So in Mandarin, it's quite easy to understand. 我爱你，肯定句；我不爱你，否定句；我爱你吗？疑问句。So it's more convenient. It's more convenient for us to analyze those complicated structures, which is also helpful to learn with using modern tongue to understand it.
Oh, I know. It's GTM, right?
Wait, what? My teacher is not a gentleman. He's quite sporty and learns to play badminton.
No. I mean, GTM is not gentleman. I'm talking about the teaching method, which is grammar translation method. It's a traditional technique of foreign language teaching based on explicit instruction, the grammatical analysis of the target language, and translation of sentences from the native language into the target language. Students are also able to convert the whole paragraph, even word to word, and to advance their intellectual development. In this article, the concept of the grammar translation method will be discussed, and some techniques or approaches used in translation will also be thoroughly explained. So, for instance, some of the grammar translation method includes helping to learn a foreign language in its correct sentence structure. It also allows students to be able to read and write a new language. It enables students to use interchangeable words and phrases, and they get to learn new vocabulary as well. It also does not enable students' skills in speaking a foreign language, and usually is primarily conducted in the mother tongue. So the process includes a paragraph is usually read by a teacher and some words are marked out. Then these marked words are converted to native language students. Then the paragraph is read once again and translated by a teacher. And then all of the grammatical items are taught about to the students. They can also be asked to convert the passage of their native language into a foreign language to make it more clear to them. So some of the advantages is it makes the concept more clear and new words, phrases is introduced. The learner gets EPS and function studied in the native language. It promotes the skills of reading and writing effectively, and very less teacher material is needed. So this method can be taught in multiple classes.
However, the language learning process stops over learning. All the literature works without an authentic situation. Students will heavily rely on L1 knowledge to learn how to. The second language acquisition focuses on vocabulary more than how to understand the literature itself.
So, Jane, the teacher is a gentleman. How are you, Ruth? Is your teacher a policeman?
Actually, my English teacher is a military officer.
Wow.
Oh, cool. How did he teach you English? Did he teach you how to fly an airplane?
No, he is very strict. He treated us like little soldiers. When he was young, he practiced English very hard by himself, and later became a language officer. Teacher Paul used a lot of drilling technique in his lessons. He would guide us to read the passage with him and ask us to repeat the passage after the scene while we were at home. In the next class, each student will recite the article sentence by sentence, and Paul will lead us to recite those unfamiliar places with him. Take turns to recite, and then ask us to recite the article in front of the whole class, even on stage. So at that time, I thought this learning method was very boring. And used by the teacher were also difficult, so I often couldn't understand the class. But in the process of repeating drills, I gradually remembered these articles. And also, I think the biggest gain is that my pronunciation is bad. Because I often practice with teacher Paul, I naturally learn his pronunciation. And if I pronounce it wrong, the teacher would correct it.
Cool, very cool. I never heard that a military officer can teach English, and I found out what I learned in the class is really useful for little moves. So, attention, 1, 2. Here's our little soldier, 001. Ready, go.
My name is Ruth. My favorite fruit is watermelon. My favorite hobby is watching TV.
And here's number 002. Ready, go.
My name is Jessica. My favorite fruit is strawberry. My favorite hobby is reading books.
And here's number 003.
Ready,
go!
My name is Jane. My favorite fruit is strawberry.
Oh, you can choose strawberry again.
Aww.
So, the way that teacher Paul used to teach called ALM. Do you guys know that?
Yeah, I know. The audiolingual method, right? It's called ALM also. The emphasis was not on the understanding of words, but rather on the acquisition of structures and patterns in common everyday dialogue that you guys just mentioned it. These patterns are emphasized, repeated, and tested until the responses given by the student in the following language are automatic.
And there are some characteristics of this method. 1. Drills are used to teach structural patterns. 2. Set phrases are memorized with a focus on intonation. 3. Grammatical explanations are kept to a minimum. 4. Vocabulary is taught in context. And the last one, it focuses on pronunciation.
But actually, the method's insistence on repetition and memorization of standard phrases and work on all contexts and knowledge in language learning. For instance, the behaviorist approach to learning is not restricted. Many scholars have proposed this. Also, it does not pay sufficient attention to memory idea components. And language form is considered one of the areas neglected. So this means that there's no equal importance given to all core skills. Also, it's a teacher-dominated method, and which means that it's a mechanical method that includes pattern practice, drilling, and memorization over functional learning and organic usage.
Yeah.
The learner is in a passive role. The learner has no control over their learning, and also it also can become monotonous since the drilling, memorization, pronunciation may get tedious and monotone for many learners.
So looking back now, the audiolingual method is actually a good way of learning. I use this learning method to increase my vocabulary and speaking skills, but there is no partner to practice with me.
I'm glad that we have each other now. We can always learn and practice English together.
Yay!
Yeah. So Jessica, now I'm wondering how you learned English when you were little.
Yeah, so basically back in our primary school years, our teacher will often play video clips or audio storybooks during break time or recess while given the opportunity. So a lot of the times we will go onto the school labs and the Kappa website and basically play a clip and audio of the storybook with usage of music, animation, features, and also other visual aspects in order to enhance our ability to pick up the basics of the English language and to learn simple phrases or keywords that serve great importance in our everyday vocabulary.
Wait, guys, there's a DN on my face.
What is it selling?
Yeah, watermelon, strawberries are on sale.